Hey YouTube, welcome back to my channel. I'm coming back at you guys with another video, and today it's gonna be a Q&A video, VSG edition. So 2 weeks ago, I can't believe it's been that long, but 2 weeks ago I wrote in my community, if you guys have any questions you like to ask me, nothing is off limits. Ask me whatever you want to ask and I will address it or answer the questions in a upcoming video, and this is the video. Before we get started, I need you guys to like, comment, and subscribe and hit that notification bell down below. So without further ado, let's get on with the video, guys. Hey guys, I hope all is well. Thank you for being so patient with me and getting this video out there for you guys. Wanted to wait until I got my new camera, and I'm filming in my new camera. So if I'm looking this way, I'm looking at the viewfinder so I can see that everything is focused and it's clear so you guys can see me. Nothing is out of focus, but so far so good. I see a difference. It's pretty crisp and I'm happy so far. Let me stay on topic, right? So this is going to be a Q&A on anything VSG related. Any questions you guys have for me. I know there's a lot of new subscribers that's subscribed to me because of my VSG journey, and thank you guys for subscribing. And you know, I'm promising more content, and that's what I'm doing. I wanted to do Vlogmas, but the way that my schedule is set up, I'm a new flight attendant as well, so I don't think I could do an everyday upload, but I am gonna be uploading more than most ever. So you'll see a lot of videos for me this month. Keep an eye out for that, and make sure you guys have your notification bell on so you guys know when I upload, so you guys can be up to date with what's going on with my life, and make sure that you're subscribed so you guys know every time I upload. So yeah, so the questions I put in my community, like I mentioned, I'm gonna be answering these questions. I didn't even take a look at it. I just wanted to be raw and be authentic as well, so I didn't take a look at these questions. So I'm gonna be answering it and we'll see how it goes. Okay, the first question: I'm in a pre-op stage, but I'm practicing some of the skills I'll need now. How do you balance getting enough nutrition and hydration at the different stages? For example, after surgery, if you're on the go and don't have time for water or food, how do you adjust, and so forth? I'm gonna be really honest with you. When I first started my VSG journey, the first 2 months was very hard for me. I wasn't drinking enough water. I was barely taking my vitamins. I was barely eating. I couldn't keep anything down. It was really tough for me. I was really depressed. It was pretty hard. Now, everybody's experience with VSG is completely different, but with me, the first 2 months, I couldn't do it. Like, I couldn't drink enough proteins. Like, when I was drinking my protein shakes, I was literally throwing up afterwards. It made me nauseous. Water made me nauseous. It was just like, even the smell of food made me nauseous. I remember I was eating a lot of ice cubes, sucking on ice cubes a lot, but I'm telling you, it was really bad. My doctor was telling me I have to try and push myself, and I did, but I know I didn't intake what I needed to intake, which is water, protein, and all that stuff. It gets better, you know. Every month for me, it gotten better. I think by month 3, I was able to eat a little bit more, and that's when I was a little bit more conscious in my intake in water, protein, and everything. I introduced coffee, like Profi. That's when I started introducing that. But honestly, it's something that you have to navigate, if that makes sense. In the beginning, I pretty much meal prep. If I was going out, I'll make sure that I have snacks or I eat before I leave. Make sure that I have water. At the early stages, I barely ate. So I made sure that before I leave, I would eat something, and then I will bring my protein shake with me and a really big gallon of water. So I will have on the go. Sometimes I will put sugar-free Jello or pudding with me in my bag. That's what I did on the go in the beginning. And then as time went on, I started like packing food, snacks, veggie chips, protein bars. Made sure I had my water and protein with me at all times. When I got the okay from my doctor to incorporate fruits, I always had a bag of grapes with me in my bag on the go. But at all times, I made sure that if I'm gonna go out, I make sure I eat before I leave. That was just what I did. And then later on, I started incorporating meal prepping, which made life a little easier for me. Do you still track macros and measure/weight your foods? I never track my macros. I never measure or weigh my food. I just went off of vibes. Honestly, like for me, I just listened to my body. That worked for me. I stopped when I was full. If I can't eat, I won't eat. And it worked for me, and I lost 158 pounds. I'm just saying, for me, tracking my macros and weighing my food, that's a little too much for me. And I don't knock anybody that does that. And if it works for you, do what's best for you. But I don't weigh my food and I don't track my macros. My diet consists of high protein and low carb. That was it. So I was really packing on the protein and very little carbs, and I followed my dietitian and doctor's weight loss program. Every doctor is different, but my doctor gave me a whole packet of what I needed to do, what to eat and what not to eat. And every month, this is what you need to start introducing into your diet. I literally followed it to the T, and it helped me out. So that's what I did, but I never weighed my food, never tracked the macros. That's just not my thing. And to this day, I just watch what I eat. I don't deprive myself to anything. Like if I want something that's sweet, I will eat something that's sweet. Like yesterday I had a donut, but instead of having 4 donuts, I had 1 or half a donut. You get what I'm saying? So I just listen to my body. If I'm craving something, I'll have it, but I don't overdo it. Do you have a regular menu or meal prep that you find that you stick with the most, or do you switch it up often? I like to think that I switch up the menu. I do a lot of what I eat in a day VSG edition. So if you let me know. I feel like sometimes there's some food that just goes well with me and that I could eat with no problem, and then there's some food I'm like, oh hell no, I can barely eat that. You should have some type of enjoyment with food, right? Or have a healthy relationship with food, right? So I try to switch it up, and I'm always on TikTok seeing what people are eating, or I try to figure out, hey, how can I make that a healthier version? So, you know, it's been a journey. I've been trying to figure it out, but I try to switch it up as much as I can. But there are core meals that I like and that I tend to eat again and again and again. And because I eat small portions of food, there's a lot of leftovers, and I could eat something for like 2-3 days max. So it could get a little repetitive in that sense, if that makes sense. Hey, I'm a new subscriber. I love your content. It's encouraging. Aww. The person said, I'm in the process of having bariatric surgery. I have my first initial appointment in December. Congratulations. I'm so happy for you. Did you have any hair loss, and what vitamins do you take every day after surgery? So I did experience hair loss. 3 months post-op, that's when I started experience hair loss. Girl, my edges was very thin. I think it's still a little thin, but it's growing out a little bit. I lost a lot of hair for sure. From 3 months all the way to 9 months, it started to stop losing hair, because as you go on, or as you progress into the journey, as months goes by, you start to eat a little bit more and you're taking in a little bit more nutrients, right? Hair loss became less. I cut my hair. I documented that. If you check my YouTube channel, you can see that I got a haircut because I just wanted to start a healthy journey. Hair loss is inevitable. I mean, majority of people do experience hair loss with VSG. It was very depressing for me. I was in this natural hair journey and all my, healthy hair was gone, It was really bad. It was the most unhealthiest it's been in years. So right now I'm nursing my hair back to health, and hopefully by next spring, next summer, my hair will get back to how it used to be. But right now I'm doing protective styles like this right here. And yeah, I'm just nursing my hair back to life. Now you asked about vitamins. What vitamins do you take? In the beginning, I was taking liquid vitamins. Hold on, let me go and get it. Okay, I'm back. I'm sorry, it's gross, but I was taking the multivitamin liquid. I know it's gross, I'm sorry. This is what I was taking the first 3 months because I just couldn't take anything down. This is gross. So I used to like put it in my coffee, or I would put it with my protein drink. I would just put a splash in it and drink it because I could not drink that by itself. It was just nasty. Like, it was really hard for me. Like I was saying in the beginning, this was the only way I could. Like, the chewables, all that, I just couldn't do it. I just couldn't do it. Now I take the one-a-day multivitamins. That's what I use. Like, I'm not very like extravagant with my vitamins. I take this every day. And then I take the hair skin vitamins. So that's what I do. I take one of each every day, and that's my vitamins and stuff. I'm a very simple girl. Like, I don't do anything extravagant. That's what I did. So I did the liquid vitamins early in the stage, and then I think by like 6 months in, I switched over to actual pill form. That's what I did. I did that with the permission of my doctor. Everything that you do in this process, especially the first 6 to 9 months, if you're not too sure about anything, you always want to make sure you call your doctor, and he'll let you know, she will let you know what's the deal, because everything that I did, I called him up and I'm like, hey, is that okay if I do this? And they'll tell you yes, no, maybe, sort of. I've been watching your page for months now. Did you ever incorporate exercise? If so, when did you start, and what kind of exercise did you do and how often? Okay, I never showed you guys my exercise routine. And the reason why is that I am very insecure about working out and showing you guys my workout because I am not a professional. I'm just a regular girl who's trying to figure stuff out. I just go to the gym and I do what I do, and then I go home, And I want to make sure that everything that I'm doing, I want to make sure that I'm doing it right. So that's the reason why I haven't really incorporated any gym stuff, because I'm just winging it, you know what I mean? If I'm at the gym and I'm doing weights, I don't, my sister, she's an occupational therapist. Sometimes when we're working out together, she'd be like, Sophie, you're holding the weights wrong. I'm like, I am? You know what I mean? So I don't want to like record myself doing, oh, this is what I do every day, and I'm not showing you the right thing. And then if you guys do it and get hurt, I will feel terrible. You know what I mean? But yes, I did go to the gym, and I do go to the gym. I'm gonna be honest though, I haven't been consistent in the gym as of lately, but in the beginning I was going hard. So by month 3, by month 2, my doctor gave me the okay to start going to the gym, but no heavy lifting. So I was doing a lot of treadmill stuff, walking. That's what he told me. And then by month 3, almost 4 months, that's when I got the okay for doing heavy lifting, like weights and stuff like that. So I was just doing cardio from month 3 to 6. So I didn't do any weight, weights or lifting. And it's because I don't know nothing about working out. You know what I mean? Every time I think of going to the gym is cardio. I never just went to the gym to lift weights because I was always trying to lose the weight, not build muscles, you know? And then I realized that, hey, you're losing too much weight real fast, because my doctor told me I was losing weight faster than what he expected. So that's when I was like, you know what, let me start lifting. So by month 6, I started lifting weights. I exercised 4 times a week. I did dance, cardio, and I lifting as well. But for the past 2 months, I haven't gone to the gym. I still do activities like, you know, I walk and I still do dance. But in terms of me going to the gym, I have not gone to the gym in 2 months. But I am gonna start going to the gym again because I need it. I need it. You're looking so good. Thank you. How often do you feel about loose skin? Do you plan to have it removed, or isn't it a big issue for you? Is there any shapewear that you are using that's working very well for you? Thank you so much. I appreciate it. How do I feel about loose skin? I hate it. But it's part of me and it's part of my story. There's nothing I could do about it. I mean, I honestly think that I could go to the gym every day and do weights. I don't think it's gonna get rid of my loose skin, to tell you the truth, unless I surgically remove it. At this time right now, there's no plans for me in removing loose skin. I did look into loose skin removal a few months back, and honestly, the requirements for insurance to cover loose skin is pretty insane, and I am nowhere near my insurance covering it. So that means I would have to go out of pocket in paying for skin removal, and I ain't got it. The way my finances is looking like, I can't afford to just have skin removal, unfortunately. But you don't know what the future may hold. Maybe next year, maybe a few months, who knows? I have an appointment with my doctor. I haven't seen my doctor in a few months, and I'm gonna see him next month, and he hasn't seen me. He's so amazing, and I'm gonna get him something, because like, him and his staff have been really, really nice to me, and I'm going to talk to him about options about skin removal. I looked into skin removal on my own, but I never really talked about it with my doctor. So I want to talk about loose skin, maybe getting a boob lift. I want to see what he thinks and what should I do. And I'll keep you guys updated, and I hope that he could give me an answer. Maybe he knows how I could get approved or something, who knows. But I'm gonna ask him and we'll see how it goes. If he says yes, insurance could cover it, and I miss something, best believe I will do it, you know. But as of right now, no, there's no skin removal for me, unfortunately. Ask about shapewear. I've been very, very bad. I do not wear shapewear. I don't wear fajas. I'm sorry. I wish I was that type of girl to do that, and I know it's gonna benefit me if I did, but I just don't. I've always been a girl to never really wear fajas. They're very uncomfortable for me. That's one thing my mom dislikes about me, is me not holding myself together. I need to, but I don't currently, being 100% transparent with you. But if you guys have some really good shapewears that you guys use, leave them down in the comments. Let me know. I'll check them out, and who knows, maybe I'll get a pair and try it and see how that works. But honestly, I just let everything loose. So proud of you. Thank you very much. Have you gone skinny dipping yet? Ha! No, I haven't gone skinny dipping yet. Never thought about skinny dipping. Maybe I will. Now that I'm a flight attendant, maybe the next personal trip, because you know, we get to fly for free, okay? Maybe I will skinny dip in a future vacation, or maybe for my next birthday. I'm planning on, hopefully, God willingly, not be in the United States, maybe be somewhere nice and tropical. Maybe that's when I'll skinny dip. I haven't skinny dipped yet, but maybe I'll put that in a bucket list to do that. Have you started any workouts like strength training. What type of workouts did you do for the first 3 months? I answered this question 2 months in. Doctor told me I could work out, but no heavy lifting. And then by month 3.5, my doctor said, hey, you could start lifting. And I tried it, didn't like it, but I did a lot of cardio until I was 6 months into my weight loss or my VSG journey. And then that's when I started incorporating lifting, and then I stopped working out and started doing activities, just walking. I did a lot of walking as well. But I promise you, I'm gonna get back to the gym. Haven't been in the gym in the past 2 months. My bad. I have been dancing. I take dance classes. So that's my workout history for you. And I worked out 4 times a week, sometimes twice a day at the first 6 months. Did you experience any choking when you fall asleep immediately after eating? Erupt diarrhea? These have been some of my side effects. Oh, I'm sorry. Didn't experience choking when I fell asleep after eating. Honestly, now this is a question I'm gonna ask you if you're watching this. I hope you are. Why are you sleeping after eating? I'll try my best not to eat before I go to bed immediately. Your food is still digesting. I'm not a doctor, but in my mind, your food is still digesting and you wanna be sitting up straight. You know, you don't want to lay down while you're eating. You always wanna be sitting straight up so the food could digest. Normally when I eat, I make sure that I eat at least 2 hours before I go to bed. Do not eat and then go straight to bed. That's not good. You need to sit up and let the food digest. So that never happened to me because I'm a big believer in don't lay down, because when you lay down and eat, your food is not digesting well. Then to me, in my mind, it causes weight gain. Diarrhea, honestly, didn't experience that. If anything, I barely pooped. In the beginning, I barely pooped. I was like, what's going on? Why am I barely pooping? It wasn't until I introduced coffee into my diet, I started pooping every day, like once a day or every other day. And then by like month 6 or 7, that's when I was starting to get like regular bowel movements. So no, that didn't happen to me. I'm sorry that's happening to you. But yeah, try sitting up and eating. Don't lay down at all. And give yourself time in between eating and going to bed for you to digest the food. You look great. Did you work out during your journey? That's like the number 1 question. Yes, I worked out. It's just like I'm insecure about showing you guys my workout routine. I mean, if you guys want me to do a video on like me going to dance class, me working out in the gym, I can, but I'm gonna warn you, like, it looks pretty sad. It's not like extravagant. I am not a workout baddie. I'm not. If anything, I am an awkward person when I'm at the gym. Like, I'm an awkward black girl. I'm just letting you know. So, but if you guys want me to embarrass myself and record myself doing all these activities, I can. But I'm gonna do a disclaimer and a warning. Please don't follow me. This is just what I do, looking crazy in the gym, looking crazy doing my dance classes. I'm just letting you know. Would you have preferred to do a plus size mommy makeover instead of a VSG? Huh? I don't have a kid. Yeah, I don't have a kid, so yeah, sorry. How does your sleeve affect you in social situations like restaurants and friends get together? Oh, this is a good question. It's hard to go to restaurants because I could barely eat anything, and still to this day, like, I eat a little bit more, which is a good thing, you know, but I can't eat heavy foods, and it's pretty hard. Like, I'll probably have 3 bites, 4 bites of the food I order, and a lot of people, like the waitress or the host, like, is everything okay? They think something is wrong with the food, and it's not the food, it's just I can't eat like that. The only issue I have, but I will have leftovers for days. Or I was with a friend and she said, I love eating with you, Sophie, because I get to eat your food. A lot of people like eating with me because I share my food a lot. So that's my experience when it comes to restaurants. People just eat off of my plate and I let them. So it is what it is. And friends get together. Most of my friends know that I had VHG, so they know I can't eat like that. I remember in the beginning, it was almost like, oh yeah, I forgot, you know, but now it's more so like, yeah, she doesn't eat a lot. Right now, people in my life are used to it, so they get it. So it's not a problem. It's not an issue because everybody in my life know that I have VHG, but if I'm meeting somebody for the first time or talking to somebody for the first time or whatever, or going out on a date or something, they'll be like, wait, time out. Like, are you okay? Why are you not eating? Like, you know, and that's when I'm just like, oh, I don't want to, like, you know, I don't want to lead with my VHG, right? So I normally say I don't have much of an appetite, you know, that's what I normally would say. But a lot of people, like, when I just meet them, they're like, you barely ate anything. I'm like, yeah, I know, I thought I was hungry, but I'm not that hungry. You know, people that come, new people that enter your life, they notice that you don't eat, and then you're like, you know. So I just tell people, oh, I thought I was hungry, I guess I'm not that hungry. Or I'll say, yeah, I don't have a big appetite. That's what I would say. But that's how I navigate stuff. But people that know me, people in my life, people that I hang out with, they are used to it and they love hanging out with me because they're leaving with my food as well. Any cream or lotion you feel help the skin? Honestly, like, okay, so I was using in the beginning, let me show you. Okay, so you guys are gonna be like, what the hell, girl, what did you do? Girl, I didn't really use any like tightening cream. I wish I did, but I haven't really used any of that. I use a lot of bio oil. I hope I'm saying it right. I used that in the beginning because I had a lot of scarring from, not a lot, but you know, you have scarring from surgery, and then you have stretch marks. Like, my stretch marks are dark. That's how my stretch marks are. So I was using a lot of the bio oil for my stretch marks in my stomach area and for the scars that I had from surgery. And then I used this one right here. This is what I use. I was using that a lot in the beginning. Did it help? Nah, I mean, like, it did a little bit. That's just me. I scar easily, and I mean, that's what I use. But any tightening cream I didn't use. Maybe I should start using it, but I feel like it's too late. If you use anything, let me know what's really good and I'll try it. But I haven't really used any tightening cream or anything like that, or cellulite cream. I didn't use that. I just used the oil for my stretch marks and stuff like that, and it worked a little bit, but you know, that's all I did. I guess this is a comment. I'll choose you either way. But once you're comfortable in your skin, you do you, queen. Thank you, I appreciate it. I am much more comfortable in my skin today. You know, I was very insecure in my heaviest, and I just didn't feel good inside. Like, I was hurting in pain, was out of breath all the time, I had back pain. I was just not my healthiest self, and I could say today, I physically feel amazing, and I am much more happier now than I have in a very long time. I'm just so blessed, and I thank God every day for giving me the strength that, you know, choose myself. You know what I mean? Like, to do what I had to do to get to where I am today. So yeah, I am very happy and comfortable with how I am today, and I'm truly blessed. Okay, so this person wrote, are you on any aids such as Ozempic, Wavery, Mounjaro to help control head hunger after VSG, or is it your tool just tooling? I am in no weight loss medicine or injections or anything like that. It's just my tooling. Period, sis. It's just a tool. I'm using my tool, and I'm just applying everything that I learned throughout this journey, and really learning about my relationship with food, you know. And I go to therapy, and I have a therapist, and we talk about food and how I'm dealing with my food addiction, because I'm addicted to food. I'm gonna say that. And I'm talking to my therapist. I am, you know, listening to my body, and I am trying to live a healthier and better life. And yes, my tool is tooling. That's just what it is. So I'm not having any extra help in that aspect. But if anybody who is doing that as well, that's fine. Do what you have to do in order for you to be healthy. What are some staple foods suggestions for the first 6 months? Actually, I did do a few what I eat in the day videos. I think when I was like 2 months in, or 2 or 3 months in, and when I was 6 months in. So I'll leave that in the description box down below so you can have an idea of what I ate. Looking super good, girl. Thank you. How does your stomach feel? My stomach feels fine. Some of you who don't know this, but like the first month after having surgery, I had blood clots in my intestines, and I had to be admitted into the hospital. I was admitted to the hospital for like a week. I almost died, y'all. And that was due to the side effects of having surgery. And you know, when you have surgery, any forms of surgery, there's always risk, and that's just what happened with me. It was really bad. Like, I just couldn't keep anything down, and I'm gonna do a separate video on my experience with that. It was pretty scary, honestly, and I remember my doctor was so upset with me because I didn't let him know how I was feeling. I'm old school, you know, when I'm sick, I try to self-medicate myself, and I thought that I was just, you know, nauseous because of the food, and I was like, oh, I could wait until my next doctor visit. You know, I was putting off me feeling uncomfortable. I was sick. My skin was turning green, and I was pulling it off. I was just like, no, I'll just wait. And that whole experience for me taught me, like, Sophie, you gotta really take care of yourself. You got to really listen to your body. You feel like something is off, you go to the doctor. And that was a big wake-up call for me. They told me if I waited an extra day, they don't know what would have happened to me. And I was like, what? So I'm gonna do a separate video on that, because a girl is gonna be posting this month, so you wait and see. My stomach feels amazing now, smooth sailing. There's sometimes where I feel a little nauseous with food. There's some foods I could eat, some food I can't. I could tell when food is too heavy. I'm like, I can't eat that. For me, like, when I eat something, I'm more hyper aware with the food, you know, like I'm like, oh, it's making me a little funky, or this is way too greasy. Like, I feel like I'm more, like, I could tell a little bit more with my, like, when I digest my food or when I'm eating, like something is off with the food, more so than when I was bigger. But other than that, everything is fine. Like, you know, I'm healthy and everything is great. So my stomach feels fine. I am 1 year and almost 4 months post VSGs. So, did you experience any smelly stools after VSG? Honestly, after VSG, like, because I don't eat a lot of bad stuff, like, my poop don't stink. So no, I never really experienced any like smelly stool. And plus, I was barely pooping in the beginning anyways, and then when I did, it wasn't like, it didn't smell bad. This person wrote under that question, tell me about it. I suffered with it for 3 months, but thankfully is improving with the use of a number of things that have helped. I do feel that the different abdominal smell to the stools may never go away. It's scary. Oh, I'm sorry that you guys are experiencing that. I mean, for me, I never really experienced a really bad smelly stool. Have you guys talked to your doctor? Like, let me know. Let me know if you talk to your doctor. That's probably something you should call and tell them about, so they can help you out. Listen, when something is a little off and you have a little concern, I will always call my doctor. And my doctor, he always advocated, even when I went to my first consultation with him, or my consultation with him, he was just like, listen, You call me, and if I'm not able to answer your question, my staff, there's always somebody in this office that can answer your question. And it's true. Like, I will still, to this day, I'll still call them and be like, hey, is this normal? And they'll like, no, or yeah, it is, you know? So don't be scared to call them. That's what they're there for, and they're happy to answer these questions. Well, I know that my doctor and his team is happy to answer these questions. This is your health, and you know, if something is off, you know, you need to talk, and you know, and you know, ask questions, because we don't play about our health, period. I guess this is it, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope that it was helpful. I feel like I wish I could give you like these extravagant answers, but this is real. This is real life. This is what I did. This is what worked for me. Sometimes keeping it simple is really the answer, honestly. You know what? If there's any more questions that you guys have for me that I didn't address in this video, leave them down in the comments down below and I could do a part 2. I said nothing is off limits. Let me know and I'll do a part 2 for sure right away. So if I have enough questions on the comments in this video, I will definitely do a part 2. And ask me a question that I haven't answered in today's video. And I will see you guys in a few days with another video. Bye, guys.